I can't see a thing with these. It's too close. Oh, goodness. How was everybody's day? How was everybody's week? Sorry, I'm getting myself situated here. I hope everybody had a great week. I made a little chickie from Thomas at Totally Fierce Crochet. He has a tutorial for that. I think it looks so cute on my shelf there. So I love it. I saw someone else popped in. How are you doing? I hope you had a great week. I'm just getting situated here. Doggy Life, hello. Okay, you're watching, but you can't listen right now. Okay, that's fine. I understand. I know I'm like that sometimes too. Sometimes I'll just have stuff on, but I'm doing something else. Just have it going on. So, I'll give people a couple minutes here and then we'll see what we want to chat about. I'm excited to come on and talk to you guys. I know most of my videos lately have been tutorials, so I haven't had a lot of talking videos. Hi, little wise owl. Snow peas planted yet? Not yet. I'm still trying to decide if I want to. We have my garden boxes are starting to come apart, so my husband's going to repair them for me. And the other thing is, usually when I do the snow peas, they are delicious and wonderful, and we all love them, but we don't get a huge yield. You have to plant way more than I would have room for to get enough for all of us to love it and enjoy it. So I'm still, I know I only have a little bit of time left to decide for those because the time is now. But I did go out. I have a patch of land out back that is right in front of our woods that had a bunch of weeds that always came up every year. And every year my husband and I were complaining that the weeds were ugly looking. We would be sitting on our back patio and we'd say that they were ugly. So I went out there and put a ground cover over them so the weeds won't come back up. So, ooh, some more people popped on. Do we have any other crocheters out there? I know Little Wise Owl is. I know I was talking garden, but my channel is mostly about crocheting and yarn and knitting and Tunisian crochet. And so a lot of the stuff I've been putting out lately have been tutorials, but I wanted to make sure that I'm still getting a chance to connect with everybody because a lot of the videos are more like, step-by-step guides for things and not interactions. So I really want to make sure that I get a chance to talk to all you guys. We always have a good time too. I try to come on every Tuesday. There might be a change in that after Easter. And what's happening at school right now is that the science teacher that I work with is getting surgery on her shoulder, and they're trying, since I'm in her classroom all the time as the helper, and I have a teaching certificate, I'm just not teaching right now. They're trying to get me to be the sub while she's out. And if I do that, I probably will have to change the time that I come on because I'll have to work later and I'll have to grade papers and submit grades and all of that. So, yeah. So if you're not happy with what I'm saying, then, I'm sorry. You can go and listen to somebody else. I'm trying not to be offensive. And so I see that somebody is dissatisfied with our conversation. So you can go to another channel and talk to them then if there's something more interesting on their channel than what you find here. Little Wise Owl said, I want to do the rocking stitch next. I hope I can locate your video again. I have it in a playlist. So Well, no, somebody told me was not very nice to me, you know, they must not have liked what I said. So, I don't know, but I have a playlist for just all my stitch tutorials, so you should be able to find it there. So, but thank you, Little Wise Owl. Hi! Death Eye, that's an interesting name for a channel. Do you give the evil eye? Is that why? So, oh, good. Yeah, hopefully you can find it. If not, let me know and I'll just send you the link for it. But I had something weird happen this week. I don't really know how that happened. Oh, someone's asking where I'm from. I'm from Pennsylvania in the United States. If you guys want to say where you're from, that would be great. I'm always curious to see who has found me and who's, you know, where everybody's from. But late last week, I came home from work and I went into my bedroom, and we have a bathroom right off of the bedroom, and I went in there because the closet is in there. I was going to take my shoes off. Oh, from India. Well, welcome. And I went in there and the bathroom was chaos. Like all of the toothbrushes were knocked over. We have a plant on the sink and the dirt was everywhere from the plant. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? I started like panicking a little bit. And then all of a sudden I hear like this whooshing sound coming from the bedroom. And I look out and there is a bird in our bedroom. We have no idea how it got into the house, but it freaked me out. I just ran out of the bedroom, closed the door, and thankfully my husband works from home, so he went up and he was able to open the window and take the screen out and get the bird to go outside. But that was, I don't know, it freaked me out a little bit. Like that night, I almost didn't even want to go to bed because I'm like, oh no, you know, what if there's still another bird in there? I know it's silly because it's only a bird, but it just kind of freaked me out a little bit. Hi. Romania. Wow. We have a lot of people on today from different places. Welcome. I'm so glad that you're watching. We don't have a chimney. That's why we don't know how it got in here. We have a front door, a back door, and a garage door. I mean, the only thing we could think of is maybe, you know, when we opened the garage door to come in, it flew in with us, but none of us heard it or saw it go in. It was just like all of a sudden in our bedroom. It's morning in Pennsylvania because it's 12:22 a.m. here. Oh, yeah, we just got out of morning, so it's going on 3 p.m. where I am right now. I'm in Eastern Standard Time. And you are up late, Death Eye. I'm glad you're here, though. Do you keep weird hours? Are you more of a night owl? I tend to get sleepy like 9 p.m. I'm getting old. You can see the gray hairs. I'm boring now. Old and boring. We just sprung ahead an hour. Yep, so did we. Yep, we just sprung ahead an hour. Daylight savings. I know not everybody does that. I was trying to figure out some of the places that did and some of the places that didn't. And not even all the places in the United States do it. Do I have any kids? I do. I have 2 teenage sons. They'll probably be coming home soon from school. They're in high school. The oldest one, we're looking at colleges and everything. It's a kind of a scary process. I went to college myself, but that was the last time I really have been through that process. So it's all new again. Death, I said, would you guess my age? Oh, we have an 11-year-old. Awesome. Death, I don't know. Are you 20? Do you have any kids? I don't really have any kind of reference other than your time, the time over where you are. Do any of you guys do crafts? So is it Alessia Official? Is that how you would say your, I'm trying to read your channel name, the one that says you're 11 years old. Is that Alessia Official? You love crafts. What kind of crafts do you do? Crafts are so fun. Does anybody have a big project they're working on, a little project? When I first came on, I showed this was what I did most recently, that little chicken up there. Oh, 15, okay. Do you, what's your favorite craft? What kind of crafts do you really like? This is a little chick up here, and I got the tutorial from Thomas from Totally Fierce Crochet. It's so cute. I should just pull that off the shelf because I don't know if you can really get all of the cuteness. Can you say my name? That's what I was trying to do. Oh, Addison. Addison. Is that what it is? Addison? And then there was another name that I was trying to figure out. Is it Alessia Official? Okay. I also crochet, and I love to draw. I draw really realistic. I am so envious of that. I cannot draw very well, but I love to crochet. This was the chick that I made from Totally Fierce Crochet. Do you make any Pokemons? I haven't. I did years ago when my boys were younger. I did a drawstring bag that had like the Pokemon, like, I don't know, I think it was a white bag, and then there was like a red band with like a black little circle on it. So that was really the only one that I've done. So it is cute, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know if Thomas is on, but he had that little tutorial for it. And I thought with all these little loops, I thought, oh my gosh, this is going to take forever. But it didn't. The loops were really easy to do. They were much easier than I was expecting. I have a dog, a Chihuahua, and it's so small. Oh, so cute. Do you ever carry it around in a bag? I've seen people do that. Little Wise Owl, working Lapgan now. I admit to being an Amy fail. Oh, I really tried. Sewing the parts brought me down. Yeah, I guess it depends. There are some some amigurumi that are no sew, so maybe that's a good place to start. I don't know. Oh yeah, you carry the dog around in a little bag. I think that's cute. I don't have any pets, but we have woods right outside of my house, and there are cats that are living out there in the woods. So occasionally they'll just come and hang out at our back door. We don't feed them because we don't want them to come into our house, but you know, I think like, oh, you know, that's my pet cat. It's not really my pet cat, but they come and visit every once in a while, and that's about as much responsibility as I want. I love to carry her around the city in my bag. Nice. So, yeah, that's cute. I definitely don't live in the city. I live in a very rural place. So, I'm not really sure what you're asking, Addison. I just heard my garage door open. My boys are home from school. Oh, Addison, did you want me to subscribe? Is that what you were asking? I'm sorry, I wasn't quite sure. Do you know how to string play with your fingers? Oh, yeah. Addison, I can do that. I always like to do that. I like to support my friends that come into the lives, and you know, if you feel that you would want to do the same back, I certainly would appreciate it. Okay. AD. I will have to look you up because I can't do it right this second while I'm on the live. So after the live, I'll have to go back and do it. I'm writing it down. I always have a little notepad in front of me so that I can write this kind of stuff down. So I just wrote it down. Thank you so much for subscribing to me. I love it when we can all help each other out. So string play, do you mean like knit with my fingers? I have done that before, but it's been a while, so I forget. But I have done it before. How about you? Do you do that? Do you make stuff? Also subscribe. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. It really helps the channel out when we do that. Do you want me to subscribe back to you too? I'm just guessing how to say your name. Is it Alessia Official? I see Addison, and then below Addison, the channel is AL3SSIA Official. So AL3SSIA_official. Okay, so I will have to do that after the live. Can you show me some string play, please? If you mean like finger knitting, I'd have to review how to do it. I haven't done it in so long. Jessica, you are so sweet. She said I'm beautiful. It has been a while since somebody has said that to me. When women get older, they don't always get told that anymore. So I'm saying it great. Okay, good. So Jessica subscribed. Thank you. I will write yours down too, and I will do the same back. Jessica Seymour. All right, I got my list here. Oh my gosh, you guys are so nice. I'm going to walk away from here with a big head. Oh, macrame. Oh. You guys are so, so nice. Wow. Now I need to come on every day. It'll really boost my ego up here. If you mean macrame, I don't do macrame. I have not. And I'm not saying that I would never like learn to do it, but I don't know how to do it. That would be something I'd have to learn. But I have learned some new things over the past few years. When I started my channel, I did not know how to Tunisian crochet, so that was something new. And what else did I learn? Oh, I learned nooking, which I really just recently learned how to do that. You'll be a great grandmother, I know. Thank you. My boys are still too young, so don't give them any ideas yet. They're only 15 and 17, so they're not quite there yet. Can you show us the person-looking thing on the top of the shelves? So the octopus, I have a sloth here. Can I ask how old you are? I'm just wondering. I'm 52. I was an old mama. I was in my mid to late 30s when I had my boys. There's a spider there, and there's an axolotl there, and then way over there is a whale. Someone had asked me if I could make a whale, and I was not really all that pleased with how the whale turned out. It's okay, but it didn't quite turn out the way I had envisioned it in my head. And then there's another octopus over here. So I'm not sure which one you were talking about. Such a great passion. Oh, well, I love doing this kind of stuff. Oh, you love cooking too? Oh, that's cool. What kind of things do you cook? I look 35, thank you. Your mother's 35. She probably had babies younger than when I started having babies. I took my time with everything in life. The blue-colored spider and the whale too. I can do that. Yeah, there is an axolotl up there. Did I say that? So I think I have that axolotl. Is it a plushie? Sort of. I mean, it's a pattern I came up with for it. So here, let me grab it. Here's the spider that you were asking about. I'll leave it down so so I can show you better. The whale. Oh, the whale is actually wearing a backpack. I forgot about that. And then the axolotl. I'll have to move some stuff because the axolotl was keeping the sloth in place. So here. Show and tell, yay! Do I have a daughter? Nope, I never had any girls, just 2 boys. Alessia Official says, I love cooking pancakes, pizza, and sandwiches. Ooh, delicious. Yum, yum. And so much more. All right, so the spider. This was fun. I did this past October, I think it was, for Halloween. And the legs are wrapped around, what do you call it, pipe cleaners. So they can be adjusted. You can change the way that they look. And so that was how the spider turned out. I am married, yes. Hi, Veronica. Nice to meet you. And then you asked about the whale. The whale is here, and I think the person who asked for it, said put a backpack on the whale. This one, like I said, it didn't quite turn out exactly as I envisioned it in my mind, but this is how it turned out. This is the whale. And then it has a little backpack on it. And then the sloth. This one I love. I love the sloth. I have the hands together. You wouldn't have to put the hands together, but I have the hands together so that he could hang. And then that one's wearing a backpack too. And the axolotl. You love it? Here's how the axolotl looks. I used like really fuzzy yarn for the sides. And then this is just a really nice pink yarn. And then I used, gosh, I don't remember what this was called. It's actually some kind of scrubby yarn, but it's kind of clearish. So I thought it would make really nice bumps for the axolotl. So there's how that one is. Thank you, guys. I'm glad you like them. Those were a lot of fun to do. What is your goal coming to YouTube? I feel like I'm being interviewed for a job. I love to crochet, and really my goal is just to share, creations with everybody and see what they've done, because it's not just all about what I've done. I have stuff that I've made that other people have designed, like this chick. It was not my design, but it was my friend Thomas's. And so it was really fun to make that and be able to show that. You want to see the sloth again? How long have you sewed to make many animals? I've been doing this for a long time. I think I learned how to crochet in somewhere around 2003. So it's been a long time. You like the sloth? I like the backpack on it. I have a picture. I went outside in the woods and I took a picture of it hanging from a tree. I really like that picture. But here's how the sloth looks. So I have tutorials. I believe I have a tutorial for the spider. It would probably be in my playlists. All of my playlists are tutorials. So if you see an amigurumi playlist, it will be this. I am in the process of doing tutorials for the other ones. The sloth is on my list to do a tutorial for. I think I have the pattern listed on Etsy, so if you wanted to buy the pattern, but I am planning on sometime this year doing a tutorial for the sloth. It's just, I have a bunch of them, that I've created and that I want to do tutorials for. So it's, you know, it's coming. It's just not going to be there right away. So, does anybody play games? There might be people in the comments that do that. My games are crocheting. Please do it quickly because I just love it. I'll try to bump that up on the list then. I want to do a few Easter ones before Easter comes. So that's probably going to be first, and then I'll go back and I'll do that one because I know a lot of people like it. Hi Julia, it's so great to see you. How's everything going for you? Are your kids your parents, how are your parents doing? A little bee. I've done bees before, but there's so many tutorials out there for bees that I just decided not to, you know, focus on that because it would just be one more bee and it'll probably be lost in the YouTube video land. Yeah, okay, then I can subscribe so when you upload, I can see the video of the tutorial. That would be great. Hi, Jennifer. Great to see you. Thanks for popping on and saying hi. But instead of yellow and black, pink and turquoise. Oh, for the bee. Julia, I had an abscessed tooth and I had it pulled today. Oh, goodness. I guess that you are still recovering from that then. Ouch. I'm not going to say that, Addison. I have kids. I hear all of it. I also work at a school. You can also make a blanket. Yeah, yeah. Blankets are one of my least favorite things to make because they're so big and they take so much time and they take up so much yarn. So I have made blankets before. Each of my boys have a blanket that I made for them. But it's just not my favorite thing to make. I like the amigurumi and all the little unusual things. Oh, I think we find some people who are making friends in the chat. Awesome. I need to get outside a bit, have a beautiful end of the day. You too. It is very beautiful out here. Hopefully you're experiencing some of that where you are. So thanks for stopping in, Little Wise Owl. They're 15 and 17. How about you guys? Bye, Little Wise Owl. How old are you guys? I haven't been crocheting much. I've been in so much pain. Oh, I'm so sorry, Julia. That's awful. I hope that now that you've had it worked on, I hope that the healing starts and you'll start feeling better. But yeah, I can understand if you're just resting. I'm sorry, I thought I already answered that. My boys are 15 and 17. So, what games do you guys play? That's why you haven't made any videos. Yeah, I get that. If you're in that much pain, I can understand. You don't want to get on video and be doing that kind of stuff. I work at a middle school, so I work with 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. glad you guys are all finding some good friendships here. What game are you guys going to play? So Addison, I work at a middle school, so I work with 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. So the kids are about ages 11 through 14. Right now I'm helping out with a lot of different classes, but I think coming up I'm going to be doing 7th grade science. Yeah, I get that, Julia. She said she didn't want to be negative. She wants to be positive. I'm glad your mom and dad are doing well. I do think about you and hope that everything is going okay for you. I have 4 through 11 years at my school. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's a whole different thing. I started when I went back to work after my kids were old enough. I started out at elementary, and it's just way different, elementary and middle. So I do like the middle school though, because they can tie their own shoes and they can do a lot more. How many kids are in the classes? Well, it depends. I think the smallest class that I'm in has about 14 kids. And then, yeah, I think my biggest class is somewhere around 25. Alessia Official is, right on. Usually it's between 20 and 30. Sometimes you can have less, sometimes you can have more. I've never really had too many more than 30, but yeah, sometimes it can be less. Is that in Addison? Is Florence Richland Pearl, is that in Pennsylvania? Alessia. My class has 36 children and I'm roll number 35. That's a pretty big class. Sometimes college classes can be that big here, but I'm not in college. I'm not doing college classes. Hi, Doggy Life. It's good to see you again. I know you've been on before. I'm glad that you popped in to say hi. So, Death Eye, what grade are you in? Does your school do grades or do you just go by age? Your class has 25. Okay. Seems about average, right? Your school has grades. Okay, that's good. I know not everybody here is from the United States. Some of you said you were from India or from Romania, I think was another one that I saw. So I don't know how schools work in other countries. I just know how they work here in the United States. So you might do things a little differently. That's why I was just curious. If you go by grades, if you go by age, if you have a certain track, I'm not sure how it works. Yeah, I'm from Romania. I thought, okay, so in Romania they go by grades. Okay. Do they go like first grade, second grade, third grade like we do in the United States? Addison, I don't know. I don't have a ton of clues for your age. And I can't see if you have your picture on your profile, I can't see that from here on the screen. Right now I just kind of see what I'm doing and then I see all the comments that are coming up. I'm going to lay down for a bit. The numbing is coming out, and I'm going to take some Advil dual action. Just want to stop by and say hi. Julia, thanks for popping in. I'm so glad to see you. And yes, get some rest. Hopefully you'll start feeling better soon. Hi, Sid. Great to see you. Have you been planting all kinds of things in your garden? Alessia said like 0 grade. Oh, okay. Everybody wants me to guess their age in here. I really don't know. Sorry, I'm not good at guessing ages just randomly, especially if I can't see you. If you're still in school, I'll just guess 17. I don't know. That's just random. I have no clue. I think some of the, if you're one of my crochet friends, I think some of the people in the chat have become friends with each other and they're Snapchatting and looking for games together. Sid said, just got broccoli and Brussels sprouts this week. Still waiting on potential frost date to surpass. Yeah, it's a little early here to be planting too, but it's kind of fun. Okay, Addison said that they are 10. Okay, well, I didn't know. I think though Brussels sprouts are slightly frost resistant, aren't they? Like not like deep winter frost, but I think they can they can tolerate some light frost. I thought so. I don't know about broccoli. I don't, but I thought I read that about Brussels sprouts. It will show of, okay. Can you make a video with your son in it? I'd have to convince him. I already asked him if he wanted to come in and tell a joke because lately he's been learning all kinds of crazy jokes, my older one, but he said he didn't want to. So I'll tell you what, I will text him right now and see if he would come in and tell a joke, but I can't force him. Okay, Sid said that the Brussels sprouts are a little bit frost resistant. So is cabbage and cauliflower. Oh, I didn't know about that. Anything that's within that family. Okay. I didn't know that about cauliflower or cabbage. I've done cauliflower the past 2 years, but unfortunately they kept getting like worms. And so I don't think I'm going to do it this year. I need to figure out how to get rid of that with both of my sons. Okay, well here, I'll text and see if anybody wants to. Let me find it here. All right, give me a second to text him. All right, we'll see what he says. See if either of them are willing. I just texted them. But if they say no, I'm not going to force them. Are you on spring break this week? Not yet. Not yet. Not until April. How about you? You have your spring break now? Our spring break is short too because we had some snow days, so we have to make up from our spring break. I think we only have Friday and Monday off, just like a long weekend. Do you guys have year-round school? I don't where I am. We have the summers off. But I'm curious if anybody else has year-round school. Then you just have breaks every so often. You probably would have a longer break if you had year-round school. Our last day of school for this school year, we had spring break 2 weeks ago. Oh, wow. Yes, I'm on spring break and enjoying time to crochet outside in the sunshine. Well, I'm jealous. That sounds so nice. That sounds really nice. Yeah, I was going to say, I think our last day of the school for this school year is June 3rd. And then we have all summer off, and we start again in mid-August. Sid said, I want a year-round school in elementary. Oh, you did. You did year-round school, and you loved it. I don't know. Like, I know you get more breaks when you do it that way. So, do you want to just come and say hi? Everybody wanted to see you.
Hello?
There's my oldest son.
Hello there?
I think I have a lot of young people in here that were curious about my kids.
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of homework today?
Yeah, I have some homework.
Okay. Thank you for saying hi.
Sorry I didn't have a joke on my mind.
Okay, that's all right. He said he didn't have a joke. There you go. We got one of them to come over and say hi. Thank you. If you see younger pictures of me, we do look so much alike. My younger one looks more like his father. So let's see. We have 2 weeks off for Easter. Oh, that's nice. We have 2 days off for Easter. Sid said you go every 3 months and then have a month break. That actually is kind of nice. That would be nice. He's also very tall. I'm sitting in a very high chair, like a chair that comes up, but he's 6'2". So he's very tall. All my younger friends have gone quiet. I wonder if they found themselves on other social media sites talking to each other. They seem like they were making friends. How old is he? He's almost 17. We're looking at colleges and stuff. It's kind of a scary process. Colleges are so expensive. He wants to be an actuary. And so there are some schools around here that are really good for that. And there's one within commuting distance. So he's smart enough to know that, like, I want to save some money and commute rather than live on campus. So I think that's pretty responsible and smart for him. Teacher son answer? Sorry, I don't know what you mean by that. Did you see him? He came in here. You guys were asking to see him. The younger one, I think, is working on homework and just ignored me, which is pretty typical. But I'm guessing that you young folks would never ignore your parents, right? Never. That's good. You save a lot of money that way. Yep. And yes, it is expensive. Yeah, he's really conscientious. I'm really proud of him. You know, he's trying to make the best decisions, and we're going to try to see how many scholarships he can get. So we'll see. if the younger one decides to go to college, we'll have a couple years that we'll have 2 in college, and that really, really scares me. But get through it. I'm probably going to stay on for another 5 minutes. I'm just letting you guys know because I'll have to get off and finish up a couple things here and then start making dinner for my family. Yeah, scholarships and grants. Yeah. Ah, your daughter works kind of at the middle schoolish age, 13, 14, and 15. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting age. Not quite ready to be grown up, but doesn't want to be a kid anymore. That's what a lot of the kids that I work with are kind of going through. So your boys are pretty responsible doing their homework just after they get home. What crochet project are you working on right now? Well, I have to start something new. This was the one that I just finished this. Yeah, Sunday. Sunday was the day that I finished this. And so I'm getting ready to do another scarflet tutorial. So I have to get all of that started. It's not, I'm getting ready to do my next thing. But if you guys missed it, Thomas from Totally Fierce Crochet, he came up with this really cute chick design for Easter. I think it's adorable. I'm going to have it back up on my shelf so that, I have kind of decorated for Easter. And the loops are really neat. I thought this was going to be really hard to do, but they were easy and it didn't take as much time as I thought it would take. So, yeah. I've not seen a loopy chick before. Yeah, it is different. And he makes it with granny squares, so it's a loopy granny square. But it's really neat the way that he does it. I wasn't sure, like, if you went back in later and, like, sewed all the loops in, and I thought, oh my gosh, that is going to be so tedious. But you do the loops as you go, so it's really not that bad. I think the beak is adorable, too. It's such a cute beak. How did you create the loops? I've seen it done before, but I've never tried. So when you go into the stitch and pull through, you just don't pull all the way through. You kind of put your finger in and leave the loop, and then you do the stitch, and then it just kind of stays as a loop once you get to the next stitch. So you're just creating the loops in the stitch as you're going. That's how he did it. I don't know if there are other ways to do it or not. I haven't really experimented with loops before, but that's the way he did it, and it's pretty cool. I've seen patterns, I never tried it, but I've seen patterns for like oxen and stuff like that, and I've seen like the loops kind of going around their face. I could imagine that maybe for a lion too. So, yeah, his pattern is really cool. Hi, Praise! I think I tried to look up your channel last week and I couldn't find it. There were some channels that were like praise and then a name, or praise and then a number. So I wasn't really sure. I didn't see anything that was just plain old praise. But I did try to subscribe to you. Usually if if I'm talking to somebody on here and I say I'll subscribe, I do try to find it. I've done knitted loop hedgehogs, but the stitches are almost lost years later. Oh, wow. Wow. So they can get pulled out over time, I guess. I don't really know. I guess we'll see how well this one lasts. So far so good, but it's only been 2 days. All right, guys. I do need to get going and finish up something I'm working on and get dinner for my family, but I was really glad to come on and talk with you guys and meet some new friends. I did write down the names of the people I said I would subscribe to, so I'm going to go and find you and subscribe. Bye, Jennifer. Bye, everyone. I will see you guys next week. I like to do this every Tuesday. So if you're available on Tuesday, come back and say hi next week. Bye.